Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, blue 80, back 25.
From the 36, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43. And let's get this,
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight end right. Hey. You got it to 6. Roll it. Half. Slam. Shit.
Final play of the half. Kaiser. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, they'll run with White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Don't get nervous. Back.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Check 24.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Tight right. Three down. 2-6. White 36. Line 36.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Kaiser on first down. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Check three. Nice home. Come on. 36.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now we're going to get a stoppage as that looks to be Kaiser who's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now it's the backup Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
21. 5. Check.
Kill.
Hey, check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Big 20.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43. Wild Bill. Shoot.
From the end zone, Stafford. Dorsett making the catch. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Hey, my 7.
Hey, 36. Man, I got
59.
switch.
Stafford on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Mike, 36.
Easy.
Record. Watch 36.
To throw again, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Yellow 80. 59.
Jim.
On first down, it's Moss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Set. Blue 60. 32.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. 43 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Patriots take over.
We got this.
At their own 17-yard line.
The The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80!
Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
20! Ready to go!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, it's caught. This is White. No gain on the... play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. That's complete to White. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone put in the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
57's the mic, right?
Got it.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. Kill.
Let him go.
Here's Ryan to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
New England on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
54, south.
You got tape.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
He's
Hey, express. Got it.
Get wide. Check safety.
Check. 39. Hey, Delta.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Lady.
Hey, come on,
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He lets this one fly. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
The try here for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 27, Ryan. And this is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
11. Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 45. We got to get the ball.
Go.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 43. Now it's Ryan. It's complete. James White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with White. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Black 25.
Defense wins championships, baby.
51.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, it's Goodwin.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Ryan. He hits White, complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan back into his end zone. He's got White here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Cincinnati, they